Bro, I literally got like 3 likes on my recent Instagram reel. Like what? I thought the video was tough. You said it was fire, bro. Bro, it's because it was fire. Like, you literally like were jacked in that one. And the lighting looked freaking sick. Plus that sound was fucking sick too. Bro, it's just not fair. I literally put 2 minutes into that reel. It literally never blows up. But everybody else did it. Why didn't it blow up for me? Why didn't it blow up for me? Social media is so unfair. It's all about algorithm and luck. If you've been wondering why your videos are stuck at 500 to 1,000 views, you're not gaining the followers you want, but you're like, you know what, but I have a good physique. I lift all the time. You know, I post the same stuff as everyone else out there. Their videos are getting tens of thousands of views. Why aren't mine? Let's talk about that. So I personally got into fitness influencing in 2021. It was a lot different back then. Literally, all I had to do was set my phone down, flex to some sped up song, and it blew up on TikTok. It was that easy. But things have kind of changed for the better since then. Honestly, those videos did not deserve the views they got. There was 0 point to them, and I'll even admit, like, it took 0 effort. It took 0 effort, and that is not the point of being a content creator. So, you want to post your fitness content and you want it to do well, but it's not. So why is that? The hardest thing that you have to come to terms with is your content probably sucks. And I know what you're thinking, well, Ryan, isn't that that's kind of mean. Why would you say that? Well, because I had to do the same gut check. I was kind of pulling no views myself. And I was like, okay, well, let's take a look at my videos. And it's all the same thing. Some edit sound, me lifting, and then me posing. I mean, there's only so many poses. There's only so many exercises. And I'm sorry, Timmy, but no one cares about day 34, chest and back. No one wants to see that, because if people wanted to watch that, they'd go watch Sam Sulek. Which brings us into the #1 reason you are not getting the views you should be getting. You're not being original. You're copying, whether it's your favorite influencer or it's what you see the mainstream guys doing just to pull like a few thousand views. It's not worth it. Whenever you're scrolling through your Reels or your TikTok, right, you might see one video where it's like, all right, well, this dude just is flexing and working out and his physique is so like, why is that doing well? Well, if you click on their account, 99% of the time, they don't have a cult following. That's not gonna make you any money as a creator. Yeah, great, your video did well, that's super cool. But you'll even notice on their accounts, typically, most of their videos don't do as well. It just was the one that did well. So don't think that when one person's video blows up for flexing, that yours should be too. That's another thing too, is #2, you need to drop the ego. Stop comparing your physique to other people's physiques and being like, well, I look better than him. I should have your follower count. I should be sponsored by whatever sponsor. Like, you need to stop thinking that way. Because honestly, no one really gives a shit about your physique anymore. No one really cares. I mean, yeah, like, listen, you do want to have some sort of physique to be in the fitness industry. So it's like literally the bare minimum. Like, yeah, be in shape. But at the end of the day, I don't give a shit how good your physique is if your content's boring. If there's nothing for me to digest, right? And that doesn't even mean like, okay, well, if that's the case, if it needs to be like digestible content, well then let me just go ahead and do, here's how to grow your chest with these 3 workouts. Okay, no one wants to see that really either. No one really wants to see that. Because here's the thing, everyone knows all this now, and there's just a wide array of free information out there. What makes your information better than someone who spent years studying it, like Jeff Nippert? That dude literally has science-based everything. If you really want to know how to lift, go watch him. Don't watch my stuff. I mean, if you're trying to learn how to like actually like scientifically build muscle, I'm not the guy for that, and I know that. But stop just throwing together like 3 random exercises that you had your buddy record and be like, these are the top 3 chest movements. Like, you don't know that for a fact. Like, you don't know that for a fact. So that's another thing. Like, everyone's done that already. Everyone's done it, okay? Everyone has done the Anakin Skywalker edits too, so don't do that. I've done it. I've done all these things. Listen, I am not just saying this. I have done this shit myself. But I have finally taken a different approach, because if you think about it, like, what separates me and you from the next guy that's doing all that same type of content, right? Here's what you need to think. I'm gonna scroll through and look at all these different videos from all these different influencers, and I'm gonna like see exactly what they're doing. I'm gonna like, you know, take note of the exact way they film it and edit their videos, and then I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna do exactly not what everyone else is doing. That is what you need to be thinking. Okay, so how can I separate myself? And I know that's really hard to like stand out, right? No, it's not, because guess what? Nobody can be you. You are the only one that can be the you-fluencer, right? Everyone wants to be a gym-fluencer. How about be a you-fluencer, right? You love the gym, great, include that in your content. But you need to make content about your life, things that you like, things that interest you, things that happen to you. It needs to be solely you. Why do you watch influencers? Do you watch them because, oh, like they're copying everybody else's stuff? No, you like them because they're original. Like sure, to a certain degree, you can get kind of far copying someone else's, you know, their MO, but eventually people are gonna call you out on your shit, right? Even on YouTube, like you'll see a lot of people kind of copying like the Mr. Beast style. And whether Sunny V2 or Mr. Beast himself addresses it, like it always happens. So just be yourself, because you can't fake being someone else for forever, right? It's really hard to play a part, right? Like acting takes a lot of skill. So unless you really want to be an actor for the rest of your life, pretending to be something you're not, start being yourself. That is literally the best advice I can give you. And sure, if you want to post some flexing stuff, I'm not saying don't post it. That's not what I'm saying. But you gotta throw in some personality stuff. You've gotta talk. And don't just be like, all right, so we have pull day today. Probably gonna start with some T-bar rows. You know, I had a Rice Krispie before I came in. Just gonna try to like have a good lift, you know. So yeah, let's get into the workout, y'all. That ain't gonna cut it. Do you wanna like watch your own videos? Just watch your own videos. Are you like, wow, this is like so entertaining. I'm like learning so much and like just laughing at every given moment. Like, you're probably not. And honestly, that's actually one of the things I've taken from Mr. Beast. I've watched a lot of like podcasts about it. And even he said, he's like, the hardest thing you have to do as an influencer is watch your own videos and really ask yourself, does this video deserve 1 million views like I think it does? And if you look at some old stuff that you posted from a month ago, you'll probably say, oh, that content sucked. That was the worst stuff ever. That didn't deserve a single like. So, if you think that way now, think about what you in a month's gonna say about your content now. I'm not saying just go from making whatever sort of content to being the next Mr. Beast. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Like, you have to go in steps. You know, you have to gradually get there. Like, what I've been doing personally is like, I've been trying to make it a point to post, like, at least on TikTok, at least one video of me talking per day, at least. Because I personally think that my personality will take me further than my physique. Because my physique is, I think it's pretty decent, but like, there are just thousands of dudes that would just absolutely blow mine out of the water. So I can't compete. I mean, I cannot compete. But you know what they can't take away from me is who I am. So if I were you, what I would start doing is actually content planning. Plan out what you want to post, right? Just go in your notes, come up with funny skits, come up with anything. Honestly, I mean, like you could do skits. If you're a bad actor, don't do skits. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come up with ideas that are original. And don't just steal someone else's idea when you're trying to come up with ideas. Don't do that. Like, you really need to like separate yourself from everything, you know? Like, go to your room, you know, like fucking put headphones on, listen to some music, or even just put headphones on with nothing. Like, you just listen to nothing, think about nothing, just clear your head and just think like, what could I make? What type of content could I make that would actually resonate with people? And that's the thing too. A lot of people, they only care about followers and stuff, but listen, I actually was losing followers for a minute on like Instagram, for example. I lost almost 2,000 followers recently within a couple weeks. And at first I was like, man, this kind of sucks. But then you know what I realized? Good. If you don't actually resonate with who I am as a person, my goal is to build a community and get to know everyone in that community, which is why like I've started like a Discord. Like, there's no monetary benefit to that. It's just because I want to get to know who's watching my stuff. And I want them to actually see that I am who I present myself as online in real life. Because that is who I am. I can't fake. I'm a horrible actor. I'm a terrible actor. I'm sure you think I'm a horrible actor from the intro. Like, I can't act. This is just who I am, and I want y'all to do that too. Because at the end of the day, if you keep doing the same thing and it's not working, why? Why keep doing it? Switch it up. It never hurts. It never hurts. I'm telling you, just be yourself, be you. Separate yourself. Don't let other people influence the content that you want to make. Do you think that like Noel Dazel, for example, one of the funniest, most wholesome influencers, got to where he's at by copying people? Just a question. Everyone knows him, everyone loves him, right? But it's not because he's copying other people. He is not doing that. And that's why I just wanted to come on here today. I know this isn't like a normal video that I usually do, but this is something that I've been doing for myself recently because, like, you know, this is a community. I want to share kind of like what I've been doing for myself, and it's actually been working. that's the cool thing. All these things I'm telling you are changes I've recently made to my account. And I've never gotten to know so many people within the past couple months of me like actively changing my content, trying to be more original, trying to get more personal. I've never felt so much more fulfilled in my career, honestly. And I love what I do now because I switched it up, and I don't feel nearly as much stress to post stuff. But like this whole like time I've been like freaking out about my hair because it's all like out of sorts. Like I just got home from the gym and it's like all disheveled and whatever, right? But you know what, like I don't care, because there's gonna be moments where I look like this. Which like you might be saying, well Ryan, you don't look that bad. All right, well I'm in like a 2,000 calorie deficit, okay? So like yeah, I hope I look decent. But like I hate when people just assume that everything's gotta be perfect. It doesn't. Just be you unconditionally. Because honestly, bro, life is not that serious, and people don't wanna take you so serious to the point where they can't connect with you. Because at the end of the day, we're all people. We all have insecurities. At the end of the day, we're all people. We all got our insecurities, you know, it's just who we are as people. Unfortunately, we're not perfect, and people connect with that more than you just displaying yourself in your best moments, right? And here's me with the best pump ever, off 17 pump pills, 2 scoops of pump powder, and 7,000 grams of freaking caffeine to whatever, right? Like, that's great, man. You look awesome in that picture, but I can't really connect with you on a personal level through that picture, which is why I encourage you to try to make a change in your content. If that's what you're doing, if you're trying to, well, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you make gym content, because the title is why your gym content is whatever, right? Just try what I've said. Just try it out and see how you like it and see how your content does. I really think that it'll make a difference, and I hope that y'all succeed in everything that you try to do on social media. It is such a fun environment sometimes. I know like there's some negatives, of course, but when you're focused on trying to build a community while being yourself, being original, being honest, it actually can be such a positive thing. And yeah, of course, there's gonna be like, again, like the occasional hate, but at the end of the day, hate will always exist. So just ignore it, because no matter what, there's always gonna be hatred in the world. So just again, be yourself unconditionally, because the goal is to build that community of people that like you, not people that hate you. Because if you do that, then they're not gonna wanna support you or watch your videos, and your account will probably die. So let's not have that happen. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Again, I know this wasn't really like one of my usual types of videos, but I just wanted to share with you guys what I've been doing recently with my content, things that have helped me, and I wanna share that information with you and just kinda give you that pep talk that hopefully helps you to get that push in the right direction. That way you can start getting the views that you want and deserve. But now that the video's over, I gotta plug my stuff. Listen, y'all, Code Shaw, Bucked Up Products, 20% off. Link in bio. My personal clothing brand, link in the bio as well, Eternal Form. We're still having like a 25% plus off sale. I think it's like, to be exact, like 27%. Just trying to clear out some leftover stock. If you guys are interested, link down below. But if not, it's all good. I just appreciate you watching the video. And I'm gonna be in Florida as you're watching this. So expect some cool content from that trip. And oh, wow. See guys, my hair is, I don't like my hair. I don't like my hair. I'm gonna level with you. I either look like Justin Bieber or I look like this. Like, what is this? So anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.